Vert back in the building. Last video, I was talking about how to handle rejection, how to get over the fear of being rejected, a lot of the limiting beliefs that you may have, or the pedestalizing of the people in your life, or the people that you want to bring into your life. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to reject somebody, how to cut somebody off. When it came to me, I struggled with cutting people off because I would have this huge attachment towards them because in my younger years, I struggled a lot with making friends, getting bullied, stuff, that type of stuff. It was a lot of BS happening in my life. And it was tough to navigate that. So when I did find somebody who didn't judge me, who accepted me for who I was, who may have done a lot of the bad habits that I did, maybe they played the same video game I played, or maybe we both would be scared to talk to women. And so we would just be sitting there fantasizing about talking to women, or what women we wish we could talk to or had the confidence to talk to. And we would just sit there and be losers together. And it kept me in my comfort zone. And through that friendship, I built this attachment. And it would be really hard for me to let go of those attachments. It would be hard for me to just cut somebody off and just keep them cut off, especially if they were detrimental to my life, or if they were giving me, like, they had a lot of red flags when it came to them. They were I don't want to say that they were like depressed, but they had a very gloomy outlook about life. Like, they was just depressed. They just had this negative outlook on life. And I'm not saying that when someone's going through something hard in their lives, like, you just up and leave them. But I'm talking about in just a day-to-day life, like, nothing bad has happened to them, but they're still just like going through it. They still just like have this energy, and it rubs off on you. And so what do when they feel bad is they go to instant pleasures. They go to drugs, they go to video games, they go to casual sex. They go to many different things that will please them today, but it'll actually make them feel worse in the long run, because they'll be looking towards that instant gratification thing to make them feel happy. And it ends up making them feel worse because they realize that they just spent that time on pleasuring themselves, and it didn't even work. So it makes them lose hope even more in their lives. For me, I would bring it to people's attention that you should get on self-improvement. You should make better for your life. You should take your mental health more serious. We should stop going out. We should stop partying. We should stop drinking. Stop doing all these bad habits. Stop doing nothing with our lives. Like, let's be better than this. Let's stop just focusing on women. Let's get our money together. Let's go to the gym consistently. We're all heartbroken. We've all had experiences where we've been heartbroken painfully by a girl, and it messed us up and it put us in like our hoe phase. So I would be the one who'd be like, hey, let's just go out, let's approach women. And when we go out and approach women, nothing happens. They always come up with excuses. Basically what I'm doing is I'm describing to you a low quality friend. Now, you're doing all this, you're trying to get them on self-improvement, which is great. You're trying to get your friends on to self-improvement so they can improve their lives and they can feel better, because it probably has improved your life in a lot of ways. But a lot of times, a lot of your friends, or your friends who you do those instant gratification things with, if you were to take those instant pleasure things away, would y'all still hang out as much as you do? If you guys didn't play the same video games, would y'all still hang out as much? If you took away partying, would you guys hang out as much? Does he only hang out with you when you have girls around? Does he make excuses as to why he can't come to the gym? These all make low quality friends. And sometimes in order for you to grow, you have to kind of take the weights off. Let's say like you're in the ocean and you're trying to swim to the end, but you have these weights. And I hate to say it, but these weights may be your friends. These weights may be your friends. And you may have to cut the weights off so you can swim freely. I know that hurts, but if your friends are losers, like you're a loser right now, let's say your friends are losers and they're making genuine improvement, trying to genuinely improve. They're not making that much progress, but they're still like in the mindset of, I want to improve. I wouldn't cut them off. But if your friend is making bad decisions, always ending up in drama, their mind is constantly in something else, you kind of get irritated because they keep sending you stupid memes of things that are irrelevant to where you are in your life right now. You kind of get irritated at them talking to you about meaningless things. Like, oh, I was with this girl last night, and then I was with this girl, and then I did this girl dirty, and then I went to this restaurant and ate this junk food, and it was so good, and then and you're sitting over here, you're like, well, I meditated, went to the gym, did my homework. I was just disciplined. You're not aligned to those things anymore. Those things aren't fun anymore. They're talking about, oh, I beat so-and-so in this video game. Meanwhile, they're broke. Meanwhile, they're skinny, fat, chubby. Instead of making content to at some point become monetized on like a social media platform like YouTube or TikTok, they consume content all day and they just send you meme after meme after meme. It gets annoying. It can be the same thing with women. When a woman doesn't motivate you become the best version of yourself, instead she inhibits your life. Like your life gets worse by you being around her. You can't seem to focus on your homework because she always wants to talk. And there's no problem with a woman wanting you and adoring you and loving you. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, she needs to also understand that you have a purpose, you have a mission, and you need to, when it's time to get your work done, she needs to get your work done. Now, this could also be a shit test to test your strength. And it's your job to stay focused. So this is your friend, how do you reject them? I just went on for 10 minutes, just explain to you like the type of low quality friends that I used to have, kind of low quality friends that you may have. You could go about this 3 ways. You could cut them off, like just slowly cut your communication with them off and just talk to other people who are on your wave, like your elevated level of thinking, of wanting to improve your life. Or you don't cut them off, but you just communicate with them significantly lesser than you used to. And you just focus on yourself. And just naturally, because you guys aren't thinking about the same things all the time, your level of pain isn't where his is at. Like he's in a lot of pain and you're like, okay, I'm healing from my traumas and my pain and whatever heartbreak I'm going through and the BS's of life. So you're getting over that while he's still in this hateful, or she's still in this hateful attitude. You're getting over that. You could sit down and have a conversation with him like, you need to improve your life. Because for me, a lot of times it's very uncomfortable to have that conversation or to send that uncomfortable text like, we can't be friends anymore. I always seen it as corny. Personally, I always saw it as corny. So I would never cut the person off. But I would just significantly lower my communication with them. And if they stop talking to me, it's fine. There's other friends I can make. But if they do keep communicating to me, about BS that I don't really care about, I would just ghost them. I would just stop responding. Or I would try and push them getting onto self-improvement. If they just never want to change because they haven't gotten to that point where they're just sick of the way their life is, then you just have to cut your losses, bro. Cut them off, ghost them. You've done everything you can. You're improving and they're not. And a lot of times when you improve and they don't, naturally you guys are just going to stop talking. Because you're not going to get along. You're not going to have that many things in common because they're still in this lower level of thinking and you're progressively going up. So you're going to meet more people that are at this level and y'all journeys collide. If you like this type of content, subscribe for more. Blow up the comments. Tell me where you are on your self-improvement journey. You know what I'm saying? Show some love. Help my channel out. Like this video so the YouTube algorithm will start rolling so we can get this video out to more people. We moving. We growing. And we locked in, gang.